Today's video is sponsored by Black Gold Compost Company. I want to thank the good people over at Black Gold for the generous donation of all this beautiful black cow manure that we use in our video today, and it's made a tremendous success in our garden. I've been using black cow for many years, ever since 1980, and it's always made a tremendous difference in my garden, and I've been very pleased with our product. I highly recommend it. Thank you, Black Gold, for sponsoring our channel. You guessed it. Today we're going to get started on planting us some leeks. We'll be right back after the break. Well, welcome back, friends. We're going to go into putting in our leeks, and I ordered these leeks. These are some beautiful leeks. I ordered these from Dixondale Farms, and if you've never checked out their website, go check them out. They've got a really good selection of onions as well as leeks, and they are really some really go-to people if you need information on how to grow onions and leeks. They're really some pretty good folks to work with. And when you get your package, whenever you order the leeks, they send you a nice little onion and leek growing guide and gives you some growing tips. It helps you along the way, and if you ever have a question, you can give them a call and they'll help you out over the phone. But anyway, the first thing you want to do when you get these leeks, they'll come in a bundle like this, and these are live plants. First thing you want to do is take off this rubber band that holds them together, and it comes with a little tag that you can put in your garden, no leaks. And you take these bunches and you open them up and you spread them out. I usually take just an old 10-20 tray, and I'll take my leeks and I'll break them loose a little bit and spread them out in here just to get them some air. They need to get some air because they've been bunched up like that from shipping. So I get them all spread out just like I do my onions when I get onions. Now these leeks, they you want to get these in the ground, a couple of weeks before your last frost in the spring, because they grow best when it's about 55 to 75 degrees, and they're not like an onion plant that is dependent on day length of growth. That's not a factor in the growth of leeks. They grow best in direct sun, and you want some well-drained soil that's not too acidic. You want to get a pH in your soil about 5.5 to 6.5. That's pretty average, pretty much standard for soil. When I plant these, I want to get them about 4 to 6 inches apart. I'm going to put them on rows about 6 inches apart. Come with a nice little tag for your garden. Put the leeks. There you go. And once I get these in the ground, we'll water them in and get them off and running. So it's just about to start raining here, so I'm not going to have time to plant these this morning. But see, what I've done is I've got them in here in the tray, and I've got them ready to plant, and they'll hold just fine like this until tomorrow. I'll just keep them in a cool place, which I'll put them in our shop over there in the 4-week pantry, and keep them cool overnight. And tomorrow's a lot better day, a lot better day weather-wise, and we'll come out here tomorrow and we'll plant these together. So we'll see you back here in the morning. Well, the rain's finally backed off yesterday, so this morning it's kind of cool, but we're gonna get it, ain't we? Mm-hmm. Here's our leeks. I don't know if I told you yesterday that the variety of these leeks is called Lancelot. Lancelot. Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
Sir Lancelot.
Yeah.
Lancelot leeks. We're going to do these, get them in the ground today. I just want to explain to you how we're going to do it. The first thing I'm going to do is these leeks are fertilized the same way as onions, so I'm going to start off with a heavy load of bone meal on the bottom layer down where the roots will be, and I'm going to add this to provide the phosphorus that we need to get these things, these root systems started well. These, this is totally organic, by the way. Anyway, I'll put this down first, and I'll cultivate it in with my little cultivator so it only goes in about 4 inches deep. I'll get that down first, and then the next layer that I'm going to put on is black cow manure, of course, my favorite. I'll put that on and spread that on, and that's going to provide a little bit of you know, nitrogen, phosphorus, as well as potash. So it's kind of a balanced organic compost. So I'm going to put that on the top, smooth it out with my grading rake, and get it all in. Then I'm going to use my onion template. You've seen us use this before. This is 5-inch centers, 5-inch, and it only puts a small hole in the ground where I'm going to plant. So when I get the little dimple in there, we'll come back and I punch the hole down a little bit deeper than I normally plant, actually a lot deeper. I'll push a hole in there 4 to 6 inches deep. Now, the way you plant these leeks is a little bit different. If you'll look at a leek, you want to come up to the newest leaf that's up here on the top, so you can see that new leaf coming out. It's right there at the very top. So see how deep that is? So when I plant that, the only thing that's going to be sticking out is just that little bit on the top. So that's why I push it down with this to get that hole depth that I want. And when I put it in, I can kind of help get the leek down into the ground with this little dowel. And once I get it down in there nice and deep, then we pack that in nice and tight, and we're able to water it. And the reason that you do that is, of course, on leeks, which a lot of people ask, what's the difference in leeks and onions, right? Well, on a leek, the white part of the onion, like if you think of a green onion you get in the store, it has a little green, a little white end on the bottom and a green top, right? And you chop up all the green to go with the white. Well, on a leek, you're gonna have a real long white. That's why you bury it so deep. The deep, you know, some people, even after you get them going good, they come back and mound up on top of this as it gets going to make this white end of it even longer. Even up to 7 or 8 inches of the white end. Now, the reason for that is these green tops are so tough they ain't fit to eat. You can't even eat them things. So that ain't nothing but just compost. So when you get these leeks up, you'll cut the tops off, and then you take the white end and you chop that up, and you got to wash it real good because it does collect dirt, and so you have to make sure you clean it good. But these, the white end of these leeks are they're milder than an onion, and they're pretty tasty. It's quite common in a lot of Asian food, right, sweetie? She would know. But it's got a good flavor. You chop it up. You can freeze it if you want and pull it out whenever you need a little handful of leeks. It's good in stir fries. It's good in soups. You can cook with it. You can do everything you normally do with an onion. It's just not quite as strong as the onion. It's got kind of a little bit better taste, very mild. So anyway, that's how we're going to use these leeks. I just like them because I think they look cool, don't you? Got a real beautiful top. We'll follow this all the way out, the progression of this all the way out till we harvest it, and I'll show you how pretty these things are. But anyway, we got a little work to do today. We're going to get these things in the ground over there in the earth bed. I'm going to use the perimeter box because it's easy for me to maintain that perimeter and get down on my hands and knees and get to it. Since these are small and it's kind of out of the way of the rest of the stuff that's going in the big earth bed. You could probably grow these in containers if you want, but I would recommend just sticking with the earth bed unless you just simply don't have room and all you have is containers. If you do, plant them the same way. Just put them about five inches apart in your whatever container you have. So anyway, I guess we're about ready to get started. We got all our stuff and Bing Bing's waiting in the golf cart ready to go. So let's head over to the earth bed and get this show on the road. Got all the leeks put in. They'll take about 90 days for these to get ready to harvest. So we'll keep a close eye on this and we'll share it with you along the way, watching the progression of all these leeks as they come to life. So all we gotta do now is add a little water, add a little sunshine, add a little God. He'd take care of it. So we'll be back very shortly to show you the progression of our leeks. See you then. Well, good morning. Our leeks have been growing for 2 weeks. I thought I'd let you take a little up close look at how well they've grown this week. As you can see, the leeks have really got up about 6 inches on them, 6 or 7 inches all the way down. Nice tops. If you look down real close, you can take a better look at them. But these leeks are doing great. They'll be getting a lot more traction in the days ahead. So we'll be back in a few more weeks and we'll take another look at how much progress they made. So we'll see you soon. Well, our row of leeks are really starting to make some progress. I'm so happy with them. They're up about a foot tall now. These are right at about 5 weeks old since me and Nancy planted them. So that's a great start. We're looking forward to the days ahead as these really get some traction. I'm going to be side dressing this with some more blood meal here in the next week or two, just to give them another boost of nitrogen, because they need it after they get up about this big. So we'll hit them up with the blood meal. Keep them moist, keep the ground moist, not saturated, whatever that takes for your area. Just feel the soil with your hand to see if it feels moist. That's all you got to do. So we'll keep our eye on this in the days ahead, and we look forward to having some nice leeks. See you soon. Well, good morning, friends. Today's June the 2nd, and these leeks have done really well, and they're now starting to be ready to harvest, so we can harvest as we want them over the next several weeks and use them for supper. So I asked Nancy, I said, hey sweetheart, can you make something tonight that can have leeks in it? I want to harvest some. She goes, yeah, go ahead, pick me about 4 or 5 of them, and I'll cook them up tonight when we have supper. So, all right, I get to get some leeks tonight. So anyway, let's pull out some of these, and we'll head over to the harvest area and clean them up a little bit and let you see what we got. Well, there's 5 of them. There we go. Let's go to the harvest area and clean these up. Well, here we are. Let's get these little rascals cleaned up. Now with these leeks, the part that you really want to eat, the part that's edible, like we talked about earlier, is the part that's below the ground level. That's this white area right here. This is really the only part that's really edible out of here. These tops, people are going to ask me, can you eat the tops? My answer to that is no, you can't. They're very fibrous, they're very tough, and they really ain't fit to eat. So what you want to do is just cut those right on off, just like that. Then you want to get the little root off. See? And you want to wash them really well, because the sand and the dirt and everything from growing them will get down in here inside of this. So whenever you get ready to use these, just wash them off real good, just like I just did right there, and that's what you want. Let me get some more of these ready. Just get off the tops, cut off the bottom. And you don't have to cure these or anything like you do onions. That right there is ready to eat. Okay, let me get the rest of these real quick. And you can tell when you're cutting off these leaves that you can tell how tough they are. They ain't fit to eat. You're not wasting nothing. These really smell good. There we go. Nice little batch of leeks. I can't wait to see what Nancy does with them tonight. Looking forward to that. So that'll be a real blessing today. So anyway, I hope that you've really enjoyed this little journey on growing these beautiful leeks together. This may be something you want to try in your spring garden this year. If you've never grown them before, they're very easy to grow, as you can see. And boy, they smell good. I can't wait to eat these. But anyway, I hope that our video brought a little bit of joy to your heart and blessed your day and just brought a smile to your face. And this is something you can do yourself in your own spring garden this year. So until me and Nancy see you next time, we want to thank the Lord for these beautiful leeks by always remembering, by his hands we are fed. Give us, Lord, our daily bread. Amen.
Have a blessed day.